Good morning, Marvel Rival nerds. In the spirit of the holidays, we're going to be placing each character on Santa's list based on how the player base behaved in 2025. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and provide any feedback that you think would be useful moving forward. Without further ado, let's get started. Starting at the top, we have Santa's favorite, which would be all the characters that are just a pleasure to play with, or at the very least, have taken a beating this year, and they need a little something at the end of the year to keep them going. Nice list, self-explanatory. All the players that do good for their team, good for the game, good for the community. Don't piss anybody off. They end up on the nice list. Naughty list, people that don't really care about the team, people that are a little bit more aggressive towards the community and maybe even aggressive in the games. And then finally, we have Santa's blacklist. This is a special place for those players that they are really there to make your life worse. They don't care about you. They don't care about your dog. They're just there, not even for themselves. They're there to piss you off as much as possible. People that end up on this list aren't getting Christmas presents anytime soon. With all that said, let's get started. I have this organized by role, so we're going to be starting with strategists since they dominate the game right now. Going on to vanguards and finishing off with our DPS. And without further ado, let's get started. Starting with Adam. Our Adam players have been at the top of the meta once or twice, especially back in the day with his res team up that he enabled. A lot of the pros took advantage of it. But nowadays, if you run into an Adam player, they're typically playing Adam for themselves, not really for the team. So for that, they're going in the naughty list. I will be moving rather quickly, just because there are a lot of characters. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Moving on to number 2, we got Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger players, honestly, they're really out here just doing their best, whether you're low elo or high elo. Sometimes this is the only character that they know how to play, and that's okay. Even after all the power creep that came to the strategist roles, these Cloak and Dagger players have been loyal to their girl, and we're putting them in the nice list. One of the newest characters in the game, Gambit, and I gotta be honest, season 5.5, he's becoming a bit much, but I will say that Gambit and the Gambit players have really reignited the flame for rivals for a lot of people. Made this game a lot of fun, made this game a lot more action-packed. If this was done a couple months in the future, maybe I'd have a different opinion, but for right now, Gambit's going in the nice list. Now, Gambit's partner in crime, Invisible Woman. If we're being honest, she's always been in a pretty good spot since her release, getting a lot of buffs throughout the years, but those Invis players are really there for the team. If we're looking at the meta right now, she's in the top spot. However, the rest of the year, she's been consistently overshadowed by everybody's favorite pop star. So let's let the Invis players enjoy their time in the limelight, and she's going in the nice list as well. Now, Jeff the Landshark. If I'm being honest, Jeff is an icon in the game, one of the mascots. Everybody loves him. But for me, the love's not there. Listen, whether you were a DPS Jeff early on in the game, or griefing your team, or playing tic-tac-toe over in the corner, I don't believe Jeffs have good intentions. Even if they're picking Jeff as a second healer, that's not really the best pick. Let's be honest. They just want to play Jeff no matter what you say or what you think. So, for that reason, Jeff players aren't really good for the game. Let's be honest. I'm putting him in the blacklist. Moving on. Next up, we have Loki. Really early in Marvel Rivals' life, the Loki community was one of the most entertaining in the entire community. They would post and talk as Loki. All the Loki players really just enjoy everything about Loki and really embody what it is to be mischievous without being negative or hurtful. So they're just out there. They're having a good time. All the Loki players are pretty cool people. For that, Loki is going into Santa's favorite. Next up, everybody's favorite pop star, Luna Snow. Even though she's the center of attention 99% of the time, she really is just doing her best for everyone. The changes that she just got, where she can snowflake herself, might change my opinion, as we've seen some DPS Lunas out there really just ruining people's day. But for right now, Luna is in the nice list. Mantis, another one where they really are just doing their best. They have a DPS mindset, but are playing healer for the rest of the team. They tend to be a little aggressive, but remember, her anger is always healthy. So for that, Mantis is also going in the nice list. Moving on to Rocket. Rocket is honestly just playing their own game sometimes. Sometimes they're AFK in the backline, just shooting heals. Sometimes they're running up and down walls, dipping and dodging, while still somehow providing value. They really are doing their best, and they help their team in as many ways as possible. And ever since the reworks to his ult, he's been a lot of fun to have on the team at any time. So Rocket is going in the nice list. Now, last strategist on the list is going to be Ultron. And let's be real. Since this character's inception, he's been committing literal war crimes. He's either been so good that he ruins the game for everybody else, introducing flyer metas, really the glue to the triple strategist lineups for a long time, or he's really bad and he goes into the deepest, darkest hiding spots he can find until the coast is clear and he can ruin your day again. Ultron players, unlike Mantis players, are not interested in healing. They just want to put on the facade that they're a strategist. And for that, they're going on the blacklist. Now, looking at the strategists, it is a lot heavier on the nice side. They tend to be the helpful type. They tend to be the shot callers a lot. So they're very vocal. So let's see where the tanks or the vanguards lie in this list as we move on with Angela. Now, Angela is an interesting addition to the game. A flying tank that her goal is really just to annoy, harass, and just throw people off the map. I don't think Angela does any good for the game. Their entire mindset is to be a menace, and that's just not okay. She's going on the naughty list. Now, everybody's favorite captain. If we're looking at the Captain America community, a lot of them try to embody the Cap lifestyle, be a leader, do good, and we got to respect them for that. They put a lot of work in to get where they are today with those animation cancels and everything that they do. So Cap is going on the nice list. Doctor Strange. Every Doctor Strange that I've run into has been literally a ball of energy. They do as much as possible for the team, whether it's damage or defense. They're blocking ults, they're making big plays, they're portaling back. Everything that you could want. A Doctor Strange is really trying to do their best. And when they hit that big ult, they let everybody know. They're excited. They just popped off. So for that, Strange is one of Santa's favorites for sure. Next up, Emma Frost. Emma players came into this game knowing their mommy was overpowered, and they took advantage. She has an amazing kit and dominates every game that she's in. And even after a million nerfs, the character is still OP. Honestly, they don't deserve any more than they already have. So all of our Emma players are going on the naughty list. Next up, we got Groot. Not a ton to work with, but they do a lot of work. I've never met a Groot that was over the top in any shape or form. They're a wholesome group of individuals. Through all the ups and downs, they are Groot, and we love them for it. Groot players are definitely one of Santa's favorites. Now, if you know, you know, and it shouldn't be any surprise that Hulk is going to end up in Santa's favorites. Let's be real. Hulk has been the target of so much undeserved hate throughout the year, being banned left and right for things that are not his fault, constantly put with the team up, and now that he doesn't have the team ups, he's on life support. But even in the current state, your Hulk players are always there to make sure that you are good first and foremost. Magneto's been in a very similar boat. You often get left solo tanking, and Mag is one of the most competent at doing it. They call it Mag Jail for a reason. They're out here doing God's work in every game and take none of the credit. So Magneto is also one of Santa's favorites. Now let's flip the script here just a little bit. You Peni players, I know you cackle every single time somebody dies in your nest. Let's be real. You guys are evil at heart, and you love it. And for that reason, you're going into Santa's blacklist. Next up, the newest characters to the game. And honestly, if you're a rogue main, I will say, enjoy the new character. You all know that she's secretly busted, but you're hoping for more buffs so you can really go crazy in the future. But for right now, she hasn't had any time to get on anybody's nerves, so she's going right into the nice list. Next up, we have Thing. If you're a Thing player, you're honestly a very simple being. You really love the dopamine of hitting that haymaker, and if we're being real, you're constantly dumped on from all angles. You really are just doing your best for the team when it comes to dealing with the most annoying characters. So for that, you're going onto Santa's favorite list. Next up, we have Thor. If we're being honest, Thor has been the king of Clunk for way too long. And now that he's actually feels a lot better, Thor's finally doing God of Thunder-like things. The Thor community has always believed in their boy, and they've held steadfast. So for that, Thor makes it to the nice list. Last Vanguard on the list, we have Venom. Their character has a very simple gameplay loop, but those Venom mains really lock in to know all the techs. He's one of the highest skill cap characters in this game when it comes to knowing the things you can do as this character. They put in a lot of work. He's a very honest character. He doesn't do anything super crazy or unfair. So, Venom, you get to be in the nice list. And with that, wraps up our Vanguard list. Not too many naughty or blacklisted Vanguards. Vanguard players have a very unrewarding job, but they do it nonetheless, and we respect them for it. Next time you play Rivals, thank your Vanguard players for putting up with all the shit. And with that, we're moving on to our DPS. First DPS on the list, you know him, you hate him. It's Black Panther. He is a low-ranked and quick play terrorist. Black Panther players love to just clip instant kill after instant kill, dash after dash, not being able to be touched. And yes, they all think they're nice, and they're all not. So for that, Black Panther is definitely going on our naughty list. Next up, the most infamous character in the game, always ready to throw at a moment's notice, Black Widow herself. I really wish I could find something nice to say about her, but I simply cannot. If you are a Black Widow main, you know what you're doing to everybody else's mental. So Black Widow, I'm sorry to do it, but you're going on the blacklist. Blade. All of the Blade players couldn't wait for Blade to come out. They really love his aura. They really love his style. And all of them think that they're so cool. But you're really not. And why is it that you're always the non-verbal player on the team? Just doing your own thing. You think we don't notice, but we do. They're going on the naughty list. Now, Daredevil. Daredevil has been controversial since his release. He's been pretty dominant nonstop. And even though they're a bully, you know that they are genuinely just having the time of their life. Their character does tend to be banned more times than not, so let them enjoy the little bit of time that they have. And Daredevil will be going on the nice list. Now, Hawkeye. Hawkeye barely makes it to the nice list. Why do I say that? Hawkeye was dominant very early on in this game, and he just recently came back into the meta. He's been left behind for most of the year, so let's give him a little bit of grace, let him enjoy his time in the light. All I ask from the Hawkeye players is to be a little bit nicer to the enemy tanks. Next up, we have Hela. And let's be honest, she's arguably had it good this entire time, and whether she's really good or really bad, she just makes the game less fun for everybody, including themselves. So for that, our Hela players are going to the naughty list. Torch. Listen, you're really not that bad, but you had a really, really dark era there for a moment. And for that 2 seasons that you were ruining everything, you're going on the naughty list. Next up, we have Iron Fist. Some of your Iron Fist bully the tank players. Some of the Iron Fist bully the backline. But they all just want cheaper town halls. So for that, he makes it on a nice list, just barely. Next up, we got Iron Man. And if we're being honest, if you're an Iron Man player, you're just a chill guy. You like sitting back, you like doing your thing. You don't do too much of this, you don't do too much of that. So if we're being real, you're also on the nice list. Next up, we got Magik. Magik is one of the most balanced, honest characters you could play. Yeah, she's a diver, but she's also like a brawler. She doesn't move around too quickly. She doesn't annoy nonstop. So your Magik players are definitely on the nice list. Mr. Fantastic. It's been a rough year, but you can finally come out and play. With enough buffs, this guy is finally playable, and those Fantastic players that have been dragged through the mud, it's your time. Next up, we got Moon Knight. Moon Knight players probably align with the character a little bit too much, let's be honest. They just keep throwing things until the enemy dies. And I'm not sure I like that very much. Moon Knight, you're definitely going to the naughty list. Sorry about it, bud. Namor. Just because the character is pretty shitty doesn't mean that the players are pretty shitty. Namor players are trying to help with the entire dive situation. So I'm going to put that on the nice list. Alright, next up, looking at Phoenix. Ever since she was introduced into the game, she's been a pain in the butt for a lot of people. The spinny tech that she had was not fun to play against. And even now, if she's in the game, you're not allowed to have fun. So she's definitely going on the naughty list. Now, Psylocke, they understand the assignment. And 99% of the time, they get it done. They're pretty serious about the game, but you can't be too mad at it. She's going on the nice list. Punisher players are probably wishing that Call of Duty was a little bit better. So they are trying to bring Call of Duty to Marvel Rivals. So for that, the naughty list you go. Scarlet Witch, they're annoying to play with. They're annoying to play against. But they still deserve to have fun like everybody else. And the Scarlet Witch mains are just enjoying themselves in the game, so they're definitely going on the nice list. We got Spidey next. And I'm going to make this one quick. Did you expect anything else? Spidey loves to be a menace. He loves to pull people off from a mile away. They really do enjoy the torment that they apply to other people. Squirrel Girl. Just stop. Please, for the love of God, just stop. Unlike some of the other non-mechanically intensive players, they're still involved with the game. You're not. It's not fun for anybody. So for that, welcome to the blacklist. Star-Lord players are the embodiment of confidence. They never give up. They honestly believe that they can single-handedly turn around a game. And I've seen it happen multiple times, so I can't put it against them. Star-Lord players are going on the nice list. Storm. I feel like the Storm players are just the quiet kids in the corner, minding their own business. Just don't make them mad. Those Storm players are probably on the nice list. And we got two more characters. And if you know me, I don't like either of them. Bucky, your idea of a good time is watching people suffer. Again, and again, and again. Every single one of your abilities makes people suffer. And you enjoy it. I originally was going to put you on the naughty list, but the more and more I think about it, nah. If you're a Bucky enjoyer, you're on the blacklist. And finally, Wolverine, the spawn of Satan himself. You just want to ruin people's entire lives one person at a time. Anytime that a tank player is a little bit successful, you're coming out of the woodworks to ruin his day. You really do take enjoyment in seeing the tanks cry. And for that, you're going straight on the blacklist. So, as you can see here, we got our Christmas edition Naughty and Nice list for Marvel Rivals. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you agree with in the comments below. And with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Judgment Monk with the Marvel Rivals Naughty and Nice list. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. More Rivals content will be on the way. So tune in.